All right, guys, we're going to start out with some warm up. I'm going to say a word and we're going to take a sound away and add a sound. We're going to change a sound. All right, so everyone say sweet. If we take away the s and add t, what is it? Tweet. Good job. Everyone say glean. Change g to k. Clean. Good job. Everyone say breeze. Change b to t. Trees. Good job. Everyone say crime. Change k to g. Grime. Good job. All right. Everyone say drop. Change d to k. Crop. Good job. Everyone say shrank. Change sh to d. Drank. Good job. Everyone say bleep. Change b to s. Sleep. Good job. Say claw. Change k to s. Slaw. Good job. All right. So we're going to look at some morphemes and their meanings. Okay. So I'm going to say the morpheme and you are going to say the meaning. Here we go. Con, com. D. N, m. Re. Duck, deuce, duct. Shun, shun, shun. Iv. All right, so let's take a look right here. It says, what do you think a conductor does? So we know that con means together or with. Duck means to lead. So a conductor is something or someone. It works with someone or something to lead. Okay, let's take a look at the next one. If ab means from or away, what does abduct mean? It means you're going to what? You're going to lead something away. Good job. And just a little information. If a child is abducted, it is taken away or it is led away from their parents. Abduct. Let's take a look right here. If you reduce something, will you have more or less of it? All right, remember we have re means again or back. Deuce means to lead. So everyone, if I am reducing something, does that mean I will have more of it or less? Less. Excellent job. And remember this week we've been talking about reducing our plastic to help the environment. Okay, if we cut back on our plastic, we can help the environment. All right, if the barber de-beards a man, what does he do? Okay, if a man has a beard and the barber de-beards the man, what does he do? He is taking the beard away. Good job. All right. It says, what does it mean if we say warm weather is conducive to play outside? Okay, so we know con means what? Together or with. Deuce means to lead. Iv is showing a quality or a tendency. So if warm weather is conducive to play outside, that means that warm weather has a tendency to lead people outside to play. All right, because remember, con is together or with, deuce, to lead, all right, and iv, showing a quality or a tendency. So we can see that warm weather has a tendency to lead people outside to play. All right, Now, when we have prefixes and suffixes and we add them to words, we use that to change the word's meaning, okay? So if I have the word indent and I take away in, I'm left with what? Dent, okay? Now, everyone say inch. If I take away the in inch, I'm just left with ch. Is that a word? No. So the in inch is not a prefix, but the in indent is a prefix. Remember, prefixes are added to a word that can stand by itself. We didn't add in to inch because without it, it's just ch, and we know that's not a word. All right, so let's take a look. Let me grab my workbook. Everyone say rename. Okay, I'm looking at re. If I take away re, is name still a word? Yes. So re is a prefix. Everyone say rest. Rest. So if I take away the re out of rest, is that still going to be a word? No. So that re is not a prefix in rest. Everyone say real. If I take away the re in real, is it still a word? No. So the re in real is not a prefix. Make sure you're following along with me and marking these in your journal. All right. Everyone say deplane. All right. I'm looking at D. If I take away D from deplane, is that still a word? It is. So D is a prefix. All right. Let's take a look at the next one. Everyone say replay. I'm looking at re. If I take re away from play, is it still a word? It is. So re is just a prefix. Now, what I want you to do, I want you to pause the video here, and I want students to work through these last 5 by themselves. Okay? All right, let's take a look here. Desk. If I take away de, desk, what is that left with? Left with sk. That is not a word, so de is not a prefix. We've got rework. If I take away re, I'm still left with work, so re is a prefix. Deduct. Duct. Is that a word? It is. Without de or d, it still is a word. All right, our next word is redo. If I take away the re, do is still a word, so re is a prefix. And our last one, defrost. If I take away D, is frost still a word? It sure is. So D is a prefix. All right. Now, I'm going to say a word and you're going to repeat it. Here we go. Number 1, pro, so, she, fly, shy, flew, spy, cry. You have a list of words on your paper. You're going to read them silently to yourself for 1 minute. In 3, 2, 1, go. and stop. Circle the one you finished on. All right. I'm going to say a phrase and you are going to repeat after me. Here we go. She said hi. By the lake. Be a friend. Find out why. You have a list of phrases on your paper. You're going to read them silently to yourself for 1 minute. 3, 2, 1, begin. And stop. Circle the one you finished on. Now, on your paper, you have 2 sentence spots. And I am going to read the sentence 3 times and 3 times only. Please make sure that your sentence has a capital letter to start with and a punctuation mark at the end. Especially on your spelling test, guys. Make sure that you're doing that, or those are points you're getting counted off or deducted. That's one of our words this week. You will get points deducted if you do not have a capital letter or a punctuation mark. Okay, here we go. We hear the sly fox cry by the creek. We hear the sly fox cry by the creek. Last time. We hear the sly fox cry by the creek. Check your paper with my board. If you have anything that needs fixing, please fix it now. You can pause here, give them a second to get this copied down and fixed before we go to the next. All right, for our next sentence, same deal. I'm going to read it 3 times and 3 times only. Make sure you have your capital letter and your punctuation mark. Here we go. Today, we pledge to try to reduce trash. Today, we pledge to try to reduce trash. Last time. Today, we pledge to try to reduce trash. Check your paper with my board. If you have anything that needs fixing, please do so now. That is the end of our phonics lesson. Please put everything to the side and get ready for your next segment.